I feel so
Well,
bad that the entire sky is weeping.
um, no. Actually, isn't it? It's just cloudy, right? I don't see any rain.
Right. It's just cloudy. No rain at all. I'm my eyelids are sweating. That's what I'm seeing.
Um,
Yes,
okay.
it's been a. I've been just seeing red when I saw these two so-called guards, protecting the village while the rest of the warriors are sleeping. Well, they couldn't even protect it against this jerk. I'm not impressed.
Well, we weren't really protecting at the moment. Um,
Oh,
you do know that while an attack at any time could happen, that doesn't mean it will.
no, that's not how it works. Just because it can happen doesn't that does mean that it actually can and maybe it will happen. Therefore, you need to be prepared at all times for every possibility.
You, um,
What?
you really should just learn to relax.
No time to relax.
Just
Life's too short, Eydis. If you run me over, I won't be happy about it.
um, life is too short, which is why you really do need to learn to relax.
No, life's too short. You can relax after you're dead in Valhalla.
Uh, Actually, I learned the other day of, uh, well, there's another option. You don't have to go to Valhalla.
Well, I like the first option.
I don't know. I kind of like the thought of going to Freya's afterlife.
Why?
Well, I get to choose to be peaceful for a while before the final battle.
Sounds boring.
Um,
Now tell me, do you have your weapon? Or are you filled with flowers and soil again?
oh, actually, yes, I do have flowers, but I have my weapon. Did you, uh, I, I cleaned up in front of your house. I actually, I wanted to apologize and say that, well, we went overboard.
Oh,
So I just, sorry,
my
I was hoping there were bedrolls in there.
my toenail clippers. I must have left them here.
Yes, I don't want any of those.
There,
But,
problem solved.
hmm,
That is your bedroll.
sorry, I gave the last of mine to Gita last night.
Oh, but you're sparring.
No, we laid a bedroll before attempting Loki's trials.
Ah, I see. Well, were you successful?
I will be very soon.
Well, that's the spirit. I like the enthusiasm.
Um, right. I just am not
Eydis,
quite as hardy as most. Yes.
there is no need to apologize. I appreciate what you did. I'm not mad.
Um,
It's
well, that's
just,
good.
it's just not necessary. You should, Spend your time more productively instead of wasting it on me.
Dillian, I chose to spend my time like that. I didn't really waste it.
You made a poor choice. Your judgment is compromised.
I think I have great judgment.
Your words say one thing. Your actions say you wasted your time.
Well, let's hope not.
Alright. Now, what weapon are you using? The pokey sword?
The golden lance.
Oh boy. Alright, show me what you got.
Oh. Why do you have to say it like that?
Alright, let me sing it for you. Show me what you got! Better.
Oh, okay,
Good
okay.
fight.
You have to give me a moment. Okay. Oh, wow.
Everything alright?
Uh,
Remember, you may feel more protected with the shield, but in actual battle, it will only obstruct your vision, and it will encumber you. What you need is to be fast, and hit hard. That's the only way to win. When you're surrounded by enemies, when you're facing archers, sure, the shield can help you out. But I would still rather take my chances with just a sword in my hand. The shield gives you a false sense of security, but it doesn't exactly provide it.
right, but, well, right now that false sense of security is more for my own morale than it is for anything else, isn't it?
Well, it's gonna do fuck all for you. But, sure. Raise the shield as best as you can.
So, you
Yes,
hit me once.
I did.
I had my shield up,
And,
and you landed only one hit,
and,
so...
and how many times did you hit me?
Well, none. You told me to hold my shield up.
Well, continue.
Okay, okay.
The best way to defend yourself is to run away or dodge. And of course, the best defense is offense. Don't let your opponent come close. That's the only way to win. You can try counterattack your opponent between hits, but it takes time to practice.
Well, what if winning is not actually my goal?
Well, if your goal is losing, then you're doing a great job.
The goal is not losing. There can be more than two goals.
Alright? Such as?
Why should I tell you?
Well, because you kind of brought it up. Now I'm curious.
Well, you were rude to me first thing this morning, so I don't think I'll tell you.
I'm sorry, Eydis. I didn't mean to be rude. I was just
No,
worried, concerned, and I wanted to help.
no, I don't think so. Apologizing won't do it.
Alright. My bad.
No. No.
You look pretty today. I may not be the biggest fan of your helmet, but I like the other parts.
No. None of that. No, I'm not fishing for compliments.
Then what the hell do you want?
I don't want to tell you.
Alright.
Why don't you try to guess?
I'm not good at guessing. I'm trying to get the answer.
Well, that's what you're gonna have to do to learn.
You're rolling too much.
I yield out. Can you even call that a fight?
It's a practice. It's a drill. That's how you learn. Do you know
Well,
why I was able to hit you and you weren't able to hit me?
Because I spent the whole time running.
Not just that. My weapon is faster. Yours is slow. Yours hits harder. If you were trading with me, you would be able to defeat me. But you were using it as a... Well, it looked like you were just shoveling sand instead of actually fighting me. You need to be a bit more dynamic. Give me that weapon of yours. I'll show you how to use it. Come on. I'll give you mine again.
So you think the drop vein is the best sword?
No, it is not.
That's what you were using yesterday.
Yes, and that's what I'm using now. It is the best one-handed sword that you can use. However, any weapon can be viable. You just need to learn the basics. And you also need to learn the basics of fighting. Once you master those, you'll be able to handle any weapon and be dangerous with it. But until then, first you need to make a choice. You need to commit to a weapon. The one-handed sword that I'm using is very difficult to learn. It takes time. It takes months of practice. But if you actually commit that time, then you will be extremely versatile. It is fast and it does a lot of damage. But there are easier weapons to learn.
Well, the reason I like to use a sword that hits a little bit harder is, well, I know there are only so many hits I will land. So if I hopefully can make them strong, that will help.
You want to make them count. I get it. It is a good idea. But I would prefer if you stayed alive. And for that to happen, you need to be fast.
Okay. So what sword should I be using?
Show me the one you're using right now. Thank you. Oof. It's not bad. But it will need some maintenance soon. But it's good for now. Come with me. Whenever you're using this kind of sword, your best attack is bunny hopping. This single attacks chase your opponent, aim at them, and you will be able to stop them at their feet, at their tracks, whenever they're running away from you. It is fast, it is dynamic.
Isn't... You told me yesterday that it would be better if I used smaller, lighter attacks, and what you're doing is a heavier attack, is it
Indeed,
not?
this sword is different. You are correct. What I told you about this sword. Indeed, light attacks are fast, dynamic, they don't do as much damage as heavy attacks, especially the combos like these. However, with this sword, the light attacks are rarely used, only if your opponent is close and if you know that he will not be able to retaliate, because your light attack with the golden lion can be interrupted, your heavy attack cannot, and it's also faster, and you can chain it like this. It takes time. The most seducing way of fighting with this sword is to fall in love with your combos like these. That is very dangerous because you're a stationary target, and someone like me will just wait for an opportunity and finish you off. Now, what I want you to do is to chase my ass with these attacks. Only once. Feel free to wait until you're ready to jump again. You may sprint, and sometimes... Let me show you. Ignore that. I'm just getting ready. These are sprinting attacks. Whenever you sprint for a while, you'll be able to attack with great speed. They don't do a lot of damage, but if your opponent is running away from you, or if you want to surprise them, they can be extremely useful.
Okay.
So remember, bunny hopping. You are basically like a bunny, and you're hopping against your opponent. And the sprinting attacks. That's what I want you to do.
Well, it could be more like a deer, right?
Alright,
Prancing against.
you can do your prancing. You can hop all over me. I don't mind, whatever you call it.
Why do you need to phrase it like that?
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to work with your analogy. It's not my fault. Come on.
Come on, you know exactly what I meant.
Yes, I do, Eydis. You have your way with words. I'm just dumb as a rock, and it takes me a while to process things. I'm sorry if what I said implied something different.
That's not what I said.
I know, that's what I said. No, that's kicking. I want you to prance like a deer.
Right. Yes, yes.
Yes, imagine that I'm a male stag, just, waiting to be hopped over, and you are, of course, a very, intrigued deeress.
Okay.
What's a female of deer?
We can stop that conversation right now.
There we go. That's a combo. Be careful. There we go. That's it. You see me
Do not.
walking away from you. That's your best bet to strike. Remember, only once. There we go. That was twice. Sprint. You are too slow. It will take a while to adjust the aim. Always face me. Never look away. Look me in the eyes. Nice. That was a sprinting attack. Yes, that's it. See, you hit me. It has surprising reach. That was the right time to do a combo, but I would still ask you to be careful with it. Nice. See how much damage did you did. That was an unnecessary dodge. This one too. I'll punish you for it. Remember, whenever you can sprint, do that. Because dodging consumes too much energy. Sometimes it's the only way. It is necessary. Nice sprinting attack. Nice. That was a good trade. There we go. If you feel the need to do a combo, then do just 2 attacks. But no more than that, unless your opponent literally wants to trade with you. Be careful about my own combos. The 4th attack, the 4th heavy attack, can send you flying. Always try to avoid it. This is my 3rd heavy attack. It has a lot of reach and it does a lot of damage. Try to avoid it. Nice. There we go.
Oh no!
Masterfully done.
I'm so sorry.
That was nicely done, Eydis. You're a cold-blooded murderer. I like it.
No, I didn't. I'm so sorry. I really
Nothing to
wasn't trying
apologize
do
for. I was asking for it. Apologies, we're just trying to get a better roll. Apparently mine wasn't here.
Oh, I...
What's up? How?
Um... I'm going to stab you again if you touch me without my permission. So,
What do you mean?
and
I never
don't.
even touched you.
I, you made a joke in the race trial about how soft my skin was. So,
Oh, right.
whether or not you touched me doesn't matter.
I I would just like to say that it was not intentional. You just kind of uh, appeared in very close to me, and I couldn't really. I. I'm sorry. I know
Um,
how strongly you feel about that, and I didn't do it on purpose. I'm sorry.
um, I,
But I will not take my comments back about that. It was an honor for me to be in the presence of your skin. It is a good skin. You should be proud.
I, the only thing I want to know is why your hands were touching me.
Um,
I understand if we were shoulder to shoulder or very close, but
I
you
was
made a decision.
I I was trying to make sure you will not fall, so I gently grabbed you and didn't want you to fall. There.
And then, uh, well, then you kicked me, and I ended up at the bottom.
Well,
And
that's different. You wanted me to show you a trick, how to get down there in the fastest time possible. So I did.
okay, well, that was the payback. Um,
I see. I accept the payback. I deserved it.
it felt kind of violent. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have hit you with
No,
a poison sword.
it was
That was
beautiful.
too much.
The raw, un, the relentless violence, the passion in your eyes. It was beautiful to see. Just like the deer we spoke of.
Why?
Well, you brought up that analogy. I'm just trying to work with it.
Yes, but just you have you added to it and made it less innocent. I don't know. We can move on. I don't know.
Alright, I'm sorry. Eydis, just show me what you got with that sword of yours. You did a great job. Let's try it again. Remember, just lunges. There we go. Lunge at me, jump, and attack. Nicely done. Careful about those combos. I'll start punishing you for them.
I
That was a bad dodge. You dodged directly next to me. That's exactly where I want you to. You gotta pick your shots. You're vulnerable when you're lunging against me. One more thing. What I want you to do is to use the powers of our blacksmiths to reforge your sword so that it looks like mine. I know this may sound a bit weird, but whenever the weapon is a bit bigger, it can have a bit of a larger reach. Your current weapon, or at least I guess you're using the same weapon, but if you reforge it, if you adjust the design of it a tiny bit and make it look like mine, you'll be able to hit a bit further.
so someone once told me this was an enchantment. I fighting with an enchantment is more detrimental than beneficial.
No, no, no. There are enchantments that can ensure that your weapon will cause a bit more damage. It will be able to penetrate through armor and cause a bit more damage overall. It's like a way of upgrading the weapon, but we're currently talking about appearance.
Uh, right. She called the appearance of it an enchantment, so I should have it reforged to basically look as it would normally.
Give me a moment.
I, didn't you just get on to me about leaving myself unaware? Are you unaware? Can I hit you?
Yes, of course. Anytime you see your opponent showing you his back or not responding, that's a weakness, and you need to punish them for it. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I'm going to the blacksmith then.
My apologies. Eydis. Oh, there you are.
Oh, well, you said you would be a moment. I went ahead and reforged it.
Lovely. Yeah, sorry, I need to adjust my armor. I know I don't exactly have a lot of it, but it needs some adjustments from time to time. Show me your sword.
Uh,
There we go, that's better. I know it doesn't look as stylish, but it'll be worth it.
okay.
Show me what you got. There we go. That's it. That was perfect. Almost. Nice. Whenever you're close to your opponent, spending attacks won't do much for you. Be careful about those combos. showed me your back. Whenever I do attacks like that, that's your best bet to attack. Because I'm vulnerable. It takes me a while to get myself up. And that's when you can strike. Eventually, you will figure out what the weaknesses of certain weapons are. Like, for example, whenever I do a lunge like this, for a moment, I'm very stationary. I'm very open. I'm very open to retaliation. Just like whenever I do this attack. See, if I hit you, it can of course be very dangerous. But if I don't hit you, if I miss, like this, I'm on the ground for a bit, and there we go, you can attack me. You always need to read your opponent. Predict what they are about to do, and when it's the best time for you to attack.
Oh, I yield.
Nicely done.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
Say it.
You getting to cover me in blood is nicely done.
No. You accepting the fact that there is nothing you can do, and the fact that we are just sparring. Not all the warriors would find it in their heart to yield. But I would never hold it against you. We're just learning. You're smart, you're careful, and that's good. That's how you survive.
I just, it bothers me to know that I have to take advantage of my enemy's weakness in order to actually strike them.
Listen to me. They would not hesitate exploiting you in any way. When it is a fight to death, you need to use anything to your advantage. Anything that is at your disposal. Because your opponent will do the same. They will not have mercy. If you show them your back, they'll shove their sword into it. If you're exposed, they'll punish you for it. And if you're easy to read, easy to predict, then they will steamroll you. There's nothing that you would be able to do. Remember, this is a harsh world, and there are people who will not care who you are, what can you achieve, or what your dreams and goals are. They'll take it away from you in a blink of an eye. And I need you to do the same. That's the only way for you to survive. We need people like you. When assholes like me die out on the battlefield, you are the future. Wow. An interesting choice.
Sorry,
I like it.
Uh,
I am more of a fan of a sickle, but I don't currently have one. Alright, Eydis. I'm gonna try now. As best as I can. Usually when I try, you're unable to hit me even once. But you now are equipped with a different set of skills. There we go. See, you're already doing much better than before. You're already doing much better than before.
okay.
Remember, the weapon you are using is messy. It is not as precise. But if you can create chaos, if you can invite your opponent into your pocket, there we go. Or if you can chase them, that's when you can do the most amount of damage. That was perfect. The first sprinting attack you connected. Distance management is hard. It will take time to get used to it, but it wasn't bad. At least you didn't get it back.
I yield.
Good fight. Not bad. One thing about dodges. Sometimes your opponent will expect you to dodge backwards. It's the most natural way. But, for example, the weapon I'm using, it's much better when your opponent dodges backwards because it gives me space to do my lunge or to channel my sprinting attack. That's why sometimes you need to spice it up. You can roll forwards, like this. If you roll to the side, it's not as bad, as long as you're not predictable. I know it looks scary, but sometimes if you dodge forward, it can surprise your opponent, and it will still make it very difficult for them to hit you. Good luck. Nice sprinting attack. That was perfect. Yes. Sorry about that. You did well. Sorry about that. I needed to pick up some more weapons.
Did you got more weapons?
Yes, I know how to fight with every one of them. I'm using the same weapon as you now.
Okay.
Let's go. Notice when I'm attacking. Notice that I'm counter-attacking. I come close. I try to encourage you to attack me, and then I attack. also notice that I'm rolling every time I connect. Do not allow you to retaliate.
But you said I roll too much.
Indeed, you always need to watch your energy, your stamina. If you don't, then you can easily become exhausted. But I always watch it. I can afford it. That's why sometimes you just see me walking instead of sprinting. I'm very conservative. Nice. That was a good counterattack. He almost had me. Nice.
I yield.
There we go. That was good. The dynamic is very much different whenever we're both using the same weapon, isn't it?
Yes, every weapon is it requires a different mindset.
Indeed. Your choice. Would you like to face my spear? Or my two-handed sword?
I really hate fighting spears, so two-handed sword.
Very well. Good luck.
Mm. I yield.
Good fight. The two-handed sword has a big reach. That's why you need to get close to your opponent. You can always outtrade it, especially with your current weapon. I know it doesn't look like it, but this sword is very bulky, and whenever you hit me, before I can hit you, I will be doomed, because I won't be able to retaliate. Try to get as close to me as possible. Use your bunny hops. Those cannot be interrupted. You can even start trading your combos with me. There we go. That's perfect. But be aware of my combos. They are slow, but they can be devastating.
I yield.
That was better. I was much less careful instead of fighting from the outside. Utilizing my reach. I was just trying to trade with you. But I hit a bit harder. And I'm a bit more sturdier than you. That is something you always need to take into account.
Actually, you say you're sturdier, but when I cleaned up the beach a bit ago, there was actually more mass off of where I fell than where you fell.
I see.
So,
Well, We might be similar when it comes to sturdiness, but I know how to dodge a bit better than you. I'm a bit less predictable and harder to read. But you'll get there. We'll teach you.
That, wow, I think most of my jokes are pretty bad.
Wait, that was a joke. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a very good one. I really liked it.
I was just,
Right.
joking that even though I'm smaller and maybe you're all skin and bones underneath that armor, I'll shut
Right.
up now.
Right. No. It was a very good joke. I appreciate it. I'm, I'm not the smartest, and you are very bright and sharp with your jokes, and I'm sorry.
Ah,
Good fight.
okay. Okay. I yield. Oh,
Smart choice.
oh,
The poison is deadly.
poisoned me. Oh, God.
Whenever you're fighting against this kind of trident, it is the crafters who made it, or at least the schematics that they used. It ensures that this spear will always be poisoned forever.
Wow. Okay. I deserved that for poisoning you earlier, didn't I?
No, you did not. I just want to show you different weapons. You will most likely fight against this kind of sword, or against the sword that you're currently using. That's the most, I would say, that's the favorite kind of weapon, both by the people of Camelot and by us. Good luck.
Good luck.
I'm using my sword again. You
I
should
yield.
Good fight. You never want to fight when you're angry or frustrated. You always need to take a deep breath, start over. Even if you lost 10 rounds ahead of that, you always need to start over, from scratch.
Right. Good luck.
Good luck. Not bad. That was good. I tried to hit you. But you were close enough for me to be annoyed by it that I cannot hit you, but far enough for me to not actually hit you. That was good. Sometimes you need to frustrate your opponent. There we go. And of course, you realize that your opponent is the most vulnerable when he's trying to talk to you.
Uh,
That is good. You will meet a lot of opponents that will try to shit talk you. And that's your best time to attack them. Those who know what they're
I
doing,
yield.
they will always be
I
quiet.
yield. I yield.
Don't worry, I wouldn't hurt you.
You already have.
No, you tripped.
Uh,
Just like in the
like
trial.
you.
You tripped. I tried to catch you, but you were like, no, I'm better than that. I don't need your help. I'm a strong, independent Eydis.
Um, don't you mean how you tripped? I remember you saying a few times that you tripped.
Uh, I don't remember any of that. Must have been in your dreams or something.
Oh, so you must have a very high opinion of yourself to think that I'm dreaming about you.
No, no, that's not what I said or implied. I was saying that you were dreaming about my downfall and about my embarrassment because you hate me. Actually, no, no,
Uh,
no. You don't even care enough about me to even mention me. You were just dreaming about a person of unspecified name, status, nature, face, and I was just uh, arrogant enough to think that you were actually dreaming about me.
uh, so first, I don't hate you. I am not impassive about you. Um, and I did catch that little comment about you dying on the battlefields, and you cannot do that until I'm gone. So, but no, I did not dream about you. Um,
Naturally,
but
of course. And
what?
I promise it will take plenty of nights to conquer me, to defeat me. I will not go down easily, and I'll take as many of them as with me as possible.
What? Gee, please think about your words before you say them out loud. I just.
But what's wrong about a bunch of knights conquering me?
Just.
You
It's,
know, sometimes when you're not protecting your front or behind, you can be easily conquered, mounted like a horse.
okay. Yep. You should stand here and talk about uh, being mounted by a horse. Uh, uh,
Well, they use cavalry. Haven't you seen them? I heard stories about the knights of Camelot. They're using these giant lances, these poles, and they will shove them right into you if you're not careful.
right. I
They'll
think the word you were
penetrate you
looking
from a
for.
distance
ah,
because these poles are so long and you always need a lot of protection.
I I think the word you were looking for is trampled. Um, n- not mounted. And penetrated is definitely not the right word.
Alright? Split me in half with their poles. Got it.
I, okay, that might be better. I just
I don't know why you're gonna make everything sound so weird.
I don't. You do. You say these
Not,
things.
it's by
I'm trying to
accident.
figure out if,
I'm not doing it on purpose. Jeez.
are you sure you're not? Because it kind of seems like you do. Like you do it on purpose.
Um, why would I do that, huh?
Because you were tired of being the only one that was standing there blushing like a pink flower in spring.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was just regulating the temperature in my cheek to shield me from the elements. It gets very cold in the jungle.
No, that's not what was going on. You became very flush at very particular moments while you were speaking. That is called blushing. It can, you were embarrassed or frustrated, or I'm not sure what else causes it, but
Probably just dehydrated. Yes, I needed a drink. I was just thirsty. It's fine. Now I feel much better.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Good luck.
Okay. Good luck.
Nice. Nice. There we go. That was perfect. These combos that I sometimes do, I try not to do them too often, but your opponents will. Be very, very careful. There are two combos. One of them, that is the long distance lunge. The Knights of Camelot will use a charge. That is the one that will send you flying. And of course, the second one, the heavy one, that's the Slushy Slash. Essentially, they are sprinting attacks. They work the same, but this one can hit you 3 times if you're not careful. The best thing you can do against it is to actually roll forwards, like this. Because this attack, as you can see, it just goes straight line in front of you. So if you roll forward, the opponent will maybe hit you once, but not 3 times. Like if you would roll backwards. You would only give them more times to hit you. More opportunities.
Okay, swing at me. Let me try rolling forward.
That was backwards.
Yeah, instincts. It's hard to fight rolling into a giant sword.
I know, but sometimes you need to subdue your instincts.
Damn.
You get the hang of it. Try again. There we go. That was perfect. When you're moving, it's hard to hit sometimes, especially if you're sprinting. I need to predict where you will be, and that's when I channel these combos. Like this. The reach can be devious. Not bad. That was good. If you get hit once, it is whatever. Just don't get hit 2 or 3 times. And don't lose too much energy trying to avoid it.
Okay, I yield.
Good job. Good luck.
Good luck.
Nice. In times like these, the light attack is actually the way to go when you're so close to me. There we go. But it was perfect. But only once. Nice. Nicely done. That was perfect dodge. And again, this time.
I yield.
You improved so much in this round, especially your movement. You were hard to hit, but you were able to hit me, and I wasn't able to counterattack you. You did great.
Thank you. I dislike yielding so much.
I know,
But,
it sucks. But we're not in a battle. We're just training.
right.
You'll kick my ass one day. Sooner than you think. And in a real battle, you would already be very useful. The more people, the more opponents on the ground facing you, and the more friends on your side, the less the actual skill of warriors matters. When there is chaos on the battlefield, when you see arrows and magic all over the place, it's kind of useless if you rely on your precision and finesse. All you need to do is to just survive and be very careful. Pick your shots. Support the friends around you. Make sure they survive. Provide them with cover and with assistance.
That is what I try to do. But I really appreciate your time today working on this. It's been really helpful.
You're most welcome. I thank you for your attention. You were a good student.
Are you going back to sleep?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I haven't slept well. I was too hungry. Yeah, I cannot sleep with empty stomach. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
No reason. I, we are in need of plant fiber, so that's what I will be doing.
Right. Plant fiber. Since you're, of course, the gardener, you need more of it to plant more plants.
Well, Mist and uh, his name is no longer Ergi, but he has not chosen a name. Um, they are actually the gardener. I'm just helping.
Right.
And right. So I just trying to make more soil, and really good soil is made with, well, dead plants and horse poop.
Makes sense. May not be the most glamorous job, but it's very useful and helpful to everyone in the village. So I thank you for it.
Well, I have you tried actually sleeping on the bed?
No.
Well, you could try that. It might make you less hungry while you're sleeping.
It's fine. I had plenty of stew. It was good. I'll sleep like a baby.
Okay. Well, we could make you more pillows and something to make the ground softer.
Ah, it's fine.
Then
The
you could.
ground is fine.
Wh- why do you like sleeping on the ground?
I don't. It's all I need. It's better than sleeping in the air or standing up. I'm used to it. It's
But
good
it.
on my back. I
All right.
thank you for sparring with me. It's customary to shake hands, but
Is it?
yeah, I'm just gonna give you a wave from distance. You did good.
Thank you. No one has ever tried to shake my hand after we sparred.
Well, I guess a different custom from where I come from. It's fine. We don't need to adhere to these traditions. We can make new ones, like a head nod.
Uh, the wave is fine.
All right.
Uh, well, I hope you have a restful sleep.
Thanks. You good luck with your the plans.
Thank you. I'll probably need it.